Hi, I'm Alston. Today we'll be looking into a SaaS called Automizy. It is an email marketing solution. In this video, I will be reviewing it and I'll be sharing you the features and I'll be actually showing you how you can set it up, the demonstration. And finally, I will also show you a real life use case examples of what I was able to achieve after just using this platform for 2 days. So let's go into the video review. Before we go into that, if you would like to see more video reviews like this, then make sure to hit the subscribe and bell notification to get content alerts from me. And also there will be a link for this tool on the video description. That link will be containing the best deal currently available. It can be a lifetime deal or discount. So click on it to check it out, and it's an affiliate link, which means it will contain give me a small commission, and it does not affect sales price or in this review any way possible. I just use this commission to create more videos and bring more content to you guys. Now let's get started. Okay, this is Automizy. First, Automizy is an all-in email marketing solution, and there are some automation components involved in it too. The first difference which you need to understand, this is not a general outreach or cold emailing tools. If you are planning to use this tool for that kind of reason, please don't bother, because it will affect your domain and it will also even impact your account in the Automizy. So if you are looking for a cold emailing and outreach, I would suggest some other solutions like Lemlist, one of my favorite. Okay, now what is this tool used for? This tool is ideally used for to interact with your or have a active communication where you can send updates or newsletter or any frequent communication with already your website visitors or subscribers or from towards your leads. So this is basically a interactive communication marketing rather than an outreach tool. Okay, now we can see if we are considering alternatives for this, we can say MailChimp, Active Content, all these are the alternatives for this platform. Okay, now just directly go into first, these are the features which are shown here. I'll just quickly hover over it. You can have an embedded way to collect subscribers. You can have automation sequence. I'll show you guys in this detail. And also there are a couple of other things like building the email with drag and drop, subject line test. I'll be showing you all these things. I just want to quickly hover over all the features. And finally, analytics. Basically, these are all the features. Now let us directly go into the dashboard. First, I'll show you all the dashboard, walk through around it, explaining each features and everything. And finally, at the end, I'll share with my what is the pros and cons and etc. Okay, now you can see this is the dashboard. You can see I have already started using the platform. You can see I already have 150 subscribers. Currently I'm on a lifetime deal. That's why it shows 4,000. It will range according to the stack you do or the plan you choose. Basically, the interface after being using it, I found it really well, and compared to MailChimp, where I found it always bit bulky when I come to MailChimp, and also it's not flexible. For example, if I go into the web embedded and everything, it will not be much flexible to edit and everything, but this felt really sleek. So based on the dashboard, it's really easy to get started, and there are so many easy way to use several functions. So let me go through one by one. First, these things are just contains your account settings and everything. You can go over the account setting from here, and these are the main components inside your email marketing campaign. First, dashboard, which gives you a quick overview of everything. Here it shows the total number of contacts, unsubscribe percentage, and if you want to add contacts, you can go here or you can go here and do it. And this contains the automation, shows you how much automation we have, and this shows the campaigns we currently have on our system. and this is where we can collect leads using subscriber forms. It here also shows the recent automation which triggered, and also it shows the recent campaigns. We can see all these things from here. Okay, now first let me go through each one by one. First, contacts. This is where usually when you get started, first thing you need to do is you need to create a form. So I'll go in a logical order. You need to create a form if you want to collect new leads to your email list, or if you already have several email database from other email marketing software, then you need to go into the contact form and import it. Okay, now first let me show you how you can create an embedded form using this. All you need to do is come here and click on new form. Wait till this is loaded. Okay, you can see now it's a pop-up showing where they gives us a pre-built different layouts option. All these are editable like colors on designs, but they're giving us an option to choose which is the style we want. I really like this feature because we can easily customize it, and even if we don't have time, we can create something very quickly. So this is the one I chose before, and I edited it a lot, and it was really easy to edit. Let me show it to you again. Just click on choose whatever the design you feel most comfortable with and select, give the name for the form so it's easier to identify when you have multiple ones, and you can connect this form to a subscriber list, which means whenever you receive a lead using this form, I want them to add it into this particular list or something like that. You can select an existing one or you can create a new one. Let me just click create a new one demo so I can show it for this video sake. And once you're done, you can see this will also show you the auto status every time, so you don't need to worry about that. Just click on next and you can see it gives us the form settings. You can come here and you can change the image if you want. You can upload the image. I have add an image, like you can see I designed an image using my favorite tool Trello, and then I brought it back. So if I just I need to click here and automatically it will pop it up and replace the email, so I can change according to the way I want. And there are some other settings also where we can adjust the background color inside the image, and also we can change the paddings so we can see how it looks and everything. It's possible. And couple of other things, we can also include UTM parameters into the forms, and there is also an option to invisible ReCaptcha inside the form, and also GDPR consent field we can also add it. And these are custom tags. What we use these tags for is when we have automation like a marketing email sequence. Based on these tags, we can customize the automation way we want. An example is if you are using a specific embedded form in a giveaway page, in that case you can create a tag in giveaway, something like which is easier to understand. Then you record that that particular tag, and you create a marketing automation to make sure to send this particular sequence only to the people who came into your email subscriber list using a giveaway. We can create specific emails, so those things are possible from here. And if we can also change this text color, everything is possible. You can see font family, we can change the positioning, all these things are available. And also not only you can collect email, but you can collect all other elements also. You can see if I go into the insert elements, it's asking what other elements do I want to collect. So based on this you can do. And if you want to collect some custom field, that is also possible from new, and you can do it from there. And also finally you can customize the subscribe button, same, all the elements are possible. And finally the disclaimer, you can also delete it in case if you want any of this. So all these things are, and also there's a button here where you can quickly say whether is it a desktop, how it looks, and in a mobile how it looks. And this is a thank you page. If you want to have a thank you page directly as an pop-up new page. You can use the predefined one, or you can, instead of using this, you can redirect to a specific page which you have created on your website. This is how I'm using in SaaSPirate. I have created a nice looking subscribe page on SaaSPirate. So whenever users subscribe it, they will be redirected to that particular page. So once you are done with that, I'm not going to do that. I'm using this. Click on next. Pretty much that's it. We have created an embedded form where we can actually collect leads. Now the main thing is, this is the script code. It will work on any platform because there is a script, or there is an HTML, or there is even a specific URL. So it does not matter whether you are using a Shopify, Drupal, WordPress, or even a static based HTML site. Just copy paste this on wherever you want to do it. Then it will be automatically get added the email up to subscription, so there is no problem with will be integrating into your website. The cool thing is, if you use this, it won't affect any CSS. Sometimes when I have similar elements, the embedded form design will be affected by the website's style, so that problem won't happen here if you are doing that. This will the conflicting elements have been happening for me when I use HTML embedded form in my website. I'm not sure whether you have experienced it, but from that point onwards, I have not used the default embedded tag from MailChimp because it gives visual problems. So I've been using another plugin to use have a newsletter subscription. But if you use this script, it won't have any problems. And also there will be a URL. Let's say, for example, you can create a short link with this URL, and you can copy it and share it with anyone, or in your SMS, anywhere you want. So they just go into this URL, and automatically that embedded widget will be popping out here, so they can subscribe it from here. So that is all, and you can see it's done. Just click on next, so we can complete this step. Okay, you can see it shows the done, and you can see it's already showing 2 impression because I have opened it. So it also records stats. For example, I just created this one on SaaSPirate last day, and you can see there is already 600 impression. I have got 4 sign up and everything. Let me show you the statistic. If I go here, you can see it shows the statistics on also a nicely graphical way where we can filter out the dates and everything. You can see how many things, and all these things are shown here. That is the form widget where you can create embedded, you can search and everything. Now let me say how you can import or add contacts which you already have. First thing you need to do is come here. If you have already created a list, you just go inside that, or you can create a new list. In this case, I'm going inside this demo which I've just created now. If I go into that, it says currently that I don't have any imported list, which means there are a couple of ways we can do it. One, you can directly add manually by one, giving the details, emails and names, or you can have a CSV file. It's really easy when you are using CSV, because nowadays most of the email marketing solutions, they offer an export with CSV. So it's the really easy way to export it. Even I was using MailChimp before using this Automizy for SaaSPirate. So all I had to do was just export the text from emails from data from MailChimp and import it into CSV. Or there is another way where you can set up integrations. Currently they are using Zapier, not a native integration. So if you have prefer to use a direct integration, that is also possible. Okay, now just if I click add contact manually, I can give a contact manually. Let me give, and you can let me show you simply how it's done. Once you've done that, and you can also go inside this now, and you can enter the names of the lead, website URL. All these things are possible from here. And basically you can use this like a mini CRM also, because not only you have all the details here, but it also we make sure to keep records of our track customers and all these things, and we can create a tag like customer. Then we know these are the people who need to be given priority, so we can basically make this also as a customer relationship management tool. Okay, now let me go back, and that is how we import. CSV import also similar. Let me see whether I can show you to you guys quickly. You just need to come here and click import, and you just there is a sample CSV, like it will show you how you should properly organize in order to make sure to import without any problem. You just need to select the browser CSV file. Then in steps 2, you just need to map the column name with the fields available in this system. You can even create custom fields, so you can customize your emails much better. Then finally, in third step, all you need to do is just click on finish, and it will be automatically done. That is how the import works. Sorry. So we have just now looked into the forms and collection of contacts. The next, before we go into the campaigns and automation, where the advanced and main functionality of this platform. Now just let me quickly go over the integration so you can know what are the things available. You can see these are the things which directly able to connect. You can see all these things, and here I told you about MailChimp. If you just click on here, you can see there is a Zap where we can use that in order to connect it. I haven't used any of other integration, but I did use this one. I have a Verify B email verification. This one email verification. So this I actually use it a lot to clean out my email list, so I don't have any bad emails in my subscriber database. So I just click on connect, and it will automatically send the current list on whatever the list I choose to the verify email bill, and it will automatically clean out, and we can remove these things. So those integrations also possible from here. And finally, now let's go into the main most important thing, campaigns. This is where we actually create the email which we want to send it out to our users. So you can see I have already sent out an email yesterday. You can see first I'll show you how you can create a new one, then I'll show you the statistic from here. If you click on new campaign, there are a couple of ways you can create it. One, if you have a HTML code directly, you just want to copy paste it, there are so many tools like MailPoet, or even you can have your own designer to design HTML email, then you can use this. Or there is an option for simple mail. If you do prefer a plain text email, then you can do that. Or probably the most used option, the drag and drop builder, where you can easily build out your entire emails by just visually dragging elements and do that. And also we can save our own templates also. And there are a couple of pre-made template as well. If you go over there, you can see they have already already designed elements. So if you prefer any of these things, you can select that as well. In this case, I'll be choosing a drag and drop, so I can show you how you can build your email. And also another cool thing is, when you already designed an email, even if you didn't use it in a template, you didn't save it in a template, there is a tab called previous mail, where you can go there and it will show you a small preview, and you can, based on that, if you want to import it, just click on it and this email shall be imported into this campaign. I really like this feature a lot. And okay, now let me click on drag and drop and click create. Okay, this is where you set up the campaign, because basically this is the name which you give to identify yourself, this email list. And you can specify the sender name, sender admin reply email. This is subject line. This is a cool little feature where you can test out the subject line, and as well as you can integrate the personalize the subject line by integrating various fields in your subscriber. Basically you can select any of these, or you can have a custom. Let's say for example I want to have the first name, welcome to email list, and you can see this shows. And there is also an option where if you click on this smiley button, if you click on simile, and it will go and you can select whatever the simile you want to specify it in the title. Similes are great for subject line because it focuses attention on your email, so it's good. The cool thing is, if you click on now improve subject line, you will be presented with this option where you can test out couple of different subject lines until you choose the come up with the best one. It gives us a metric based on their guidelines. You can check on their guidelines you can check on the guidelines on how you can do it better by clicking on here. It will get you to an article where you can learn more about it. Just if you give another example, I'll just use some of this so I can show you. Hi, let's test it out. You can see the previous one was 3, now I get 3.2. so we can easily see the way we can improve it. So to create a better subject line, this is actually a cool feature. And there is one more step. We can further take this functionality further, where we can currently A/B test subject lines. So currently if we have to prefer a couple of 2 different subject lines or multiple ones, we can create that, and according to the winner criteria we set, the winner automatically or manually will be chosen to send the email to the list of your subject. So it's really easy to increase the conversation rates or open rates, all these things. I'm not going to do this now. Just click on next. And this is where you actually build your email template. All these functionalities are here. You just need to just drag and drop whatever the feature you want. It's easy to move around. Just insert the text. You can control all the HTML elements from here button. It's easy. If you click here button, all the things are visual. Link it and recent. This is the recent tab will show all the buttons which you personally designed recently for email campaign. So if you have some specific brand colors or something like that, it's really easy to work around with this. Or there is a predefined ones, or you can even create a custom brand new one, and we can control paddings, the fillings and everything is controllable from here. So there are options for to add images, text, title, a column. This is a cool functionality where if you drag and drop this one here, now you can have multiple elements in 2 different columns. For example, if I want an image here, I can do that. If I want an image dragged and dropped here, we can do that. All these things are possible. Button, as I shown. Social link, if you want to have social icons shown in your email, you can do that. Divider is the same concept. If you want to have a, sorry, I dropped it in that particular column. If I want to have a divider, I can show it here. Basically, when you choose divider, it will only show you a space. If you want to actually have a line, you just click on show line and control the way you want to see. And code snippet, if you have a specific HTML code you directly want to embed it into email, you can do that also from here. And basically that is it. And you can also control your email size, like whether you want to be narrow or normal or wide or full width. You can control all these things. And campaign settings also possible if you want to change any of those things. Let me see. This is not action. This is something for advanced where you don't have link setups and everything. That is thing. And the footer, this is another cool feature where the unsubscribe, manage preference, update info and unsubscribe will be automatically linked, so you don't need to worry about these things. You can change all these things. If you click on just the footer, anywhere in the footer, you will get what type of footer do we want, whether 1 column footer or do we want a 2 column footer. And you can change the company name, give the contact information here, go to the unsubscribe button, and you will be able to change the text. If you are working with a foreign language, it's really helpful here, so we can change different language here and do that. And also social link, if you want to add more social network link, there is an option to add colored or gray. I like the color one much better. And we can add new social links. If you just click on it over here, you can see it shows all the social link icons available now. For some reason, if we prefer not to have any social links in the footer, all you need to do is just click on well. So now we need to click on next. If once we have designed the email, click on next. Here where it will show you a preview of the email which we designed. I didn't put any images on the drag and drop. That's why it's showing you browse. Otherwise it will show the preview of the image. We can see the image preview in all the different devices, or you can even give them the email address and try to send a test, so we can actually see how it will be looking on a real email inbox. So that is possible from here. Once you are done with that, just click on next. Now you have the option whether do you want to send it now or send it later, or if you want to send this particular email campaign for email which are not opened, all these things as the advanced possibility. This is where you select the target audience, where choose whichever the list you want to send this email for. So if I click here, you can see after selecting the email list also, it gives us various options where I can create a filter. If I tag the subscriber differently, I can send this email to only particular users in that subscriber list. More segmented targeting is possible using this functionality. So once you're done, you can either just save it and continue it in a later date, or just click on check. Check is something like a confirm stage where it will show you all the essential details before you send out an email. It shows you the recipient, the target audience size. We can edit it anytime we want. Here is the final step. Sender name, subject line, all these are things. If you want to just send it, now all you need to do is send and click on send, and it's sent to the subscriber list. So if I go over here, you can see obviously I used a fake email. It won't receive, it will probably bounce, or if there's an email actually exit, okay, you can see it's delivered. So that email actually exists. So once you've done that, it will automatically show you the stats of that particular email campaign. Let me see. Okay, it will show you basic summary on what has been done, and you can see the sent, number of opens, click. All these things are shown here. And also there is an option, if you go over here, you can able to see the preview of top links. If I included hyperlinks inside the email, if any clicked or anything, something like statistic, it will be showing here, and basically it will show you the preview also here. Okay, now let me go into the let me go into the campaign. So I'll can show you the statistic here. You can see in this actual live example, I tried two different subject line, and I think subject line A1 and automatically sent to the entire list using the subject line A. If I go into the list campaign statistic, you can see the number of send, open rate, clicked, all these things are shown here. And also the testing results, we can see which subject line one more we can see. So we can basically improve all these things. And also if I go over here, you can see the link performing, all the links clicked, and the preview of the email as actually designed also shown here. So that is basically the campaign setup, where you can actually send all these things and record it. And finally, let me go over the automation. Even I didn't give much importance to the reports, because as I explained in this campaign statistics and everything, it automatically, when I click on view statistic, it automatically goes to the report. So it's linked. That's why I didn't give much priority to the reports tab. Okay, now in automation, this is where you can do some advanced functionality. For example, here I have added two different advanced functionality, but this is basic considering what you can do. This is something whenever I get some visitor of my website SaaSPirate, I just whenever they subscribe to my list, I automatically create a thank you email to them and welcoming them to the list and welcoming them to our Facebook group. So I do that from this status email automation, and this is another to automatically welcome a user who gives their email during the signing up for Facebook group. So if they want to give the email, I'll do that. Okay, this shows the active inactive. First, let me show you how to create a new automation. Then I'll show you some statistic. Here there are a couple of ways you can create. One, you can either start with the blank canvas if you want to have your own way to start from scratch, or either you can use an already built out template where you can see this is an automated thank you email. Most of the businesses will be using one of these emails, so if you want to use that, you can do that. And you can see it is a welcome new subscriber, seeing all these things, follow up, lead offer, discount, all these things. And you can see if you want to request more, you can do this. And also you can see how many crazy steps are here, so you know there is a lot of automation going around here. If I just want to choose any of this, just click on choose, and it will give you a more detailed information on what it is and what is it trying to achieve and all these things. You can see overview, it shows what it will be doing, and you can see it has already even designed a email template for us to use it, but we can change it if you want. And also it will automatically even create a sign up form. We can customize this also, that is also possible. Now let me just show you one of this big one also. And you can see if I click here, now it show you the product launch automation on what is it's happening, the email included, all these things, first email, the second email, third email design, all these things are possible. Okay, now let me just start with blank canvas, and let me show you how easily you can create these steps so you can understand. First, you have to give the automation name, test1. Let me go with that. Okay, now all you need to do is, this is trigger. This is where you need to say, if this happens, then do this, something like that. So either can be joins the email list, fills out a form, gets a tag, where when we can manually assign or automatically assign using APIs or something like that, or whenever someone visits a particular page on the things, or there is even advanced trigger like abandoned cart, integration, all these things are possible. For example, now let me do joins the email list, and if whenever there's join a new person joins demo 1 email list, I want to create the next step. Either I want to send them an email, or I want to wait for a specific amount of time, let's say 2 days, whatever the time, and or there should be another condition which should be met. For example, condition as opened the email, click the link, subscriber tag, subscribers on the list, all these things are. For example, just click on this. Okay, I don't have any emails sent to them in before this step, so it's showing I need to send an email to check whether the email has been opened or not. So you can see they have configured it. So let me choose another thing. Let me select a tag. If they have a free group join tag, then if it's yes, what you need to do, if it's no, what you need to do. That is how it's easy to create this customization. Now let me also show you what's in the do. Do we want to edit them to a specific list, or remove from the list, or add another tag, modify user data, move the contact to another automation. So you can see this is best. I'm just giving you the tools available for the automation. The amount of customization or the changes you can do, that is up to your limitation. That's what interested me, and it was really easy to use the automation from the year. I was beginner when it comes to automation. You know, there is an email list on SaaSPirate, but I barely use it just to send a notification. We are mainly active on our Facebook group. So I was just sending some notifications to user when there was a new deal, or weekly newsletters, or something like even on Black Friday to get an updates to user. So having this kind of impression for a beginner, they really done it well when it comes to automation, diagram setup and everything. There is an also option where you can zoom it out, zoom in. If you are going to create crazy automation sequence and everything, you can do that. Basically that's it. And also you can see it automatically saves it, so as a draft it says last saved and everything. We can set up where how many times this automation should run. All these things are possible. And you can click on publish if you want to say publish it. I'm not going to do it. It's not going to do anything now with the automation I have set. But you see it has automatically saved a draft, so we can either work on it again, or if you don't want it, just remove it. We can easily remove it quickly as that. Now let me show you the one of this statistic, and I can show you the diagram possibly. You can see here this is manually adding when a member joins into my lead list, and I set them FB group join tag, so we can identify they are the members who joined our group newly, and I'll send a welcoming email to them. It will show all these things, and it also showing whether it's currently running or not. We can pause these things. All these things are possible from here. So those are the automation options available. And finally, reports. As I've shown it previously, it just gives us the overall statistic of our campaigns which we sent. All these things are possible. And this is a report for forms, the embeddable forms. These things are shown here. Cart abandonment, I wanted to be honest, I haven't tried this feature a lot. Most of you know that I'm not experienced with Shopify store and everything, so I haven't used this feature. So if you want this feature, then probably you need to ask someone who's used this feature, or you need to try it out. Sorry, I wasn't able to help you guys in this particular thing. Okay, now just quickly go over the pros which I just noticed it. Now first, the platform is very beginner friendly. They have done it in a way even a beginner can easily get started working on it, and it's really interactive. For example, it does not look bulky, which I mostly don't like in a SaaS platform where it's really getting stuck or getting loaded, something like that, or feels a bit old. This looks modern and it's really easy to use, and the team is been really active. I have been asking them questions and everything on setup and everything, and they have been constantly answering all my questions and everything, so it's really good to know that. And also they have really well done help section. For example, let me show you. Let me go into the help center. There is also a getting started guide, guys, if you are interested. And you can see their help section is really well done. They even have video tutorials and advanced tutorial. You can see 35 articles in this section, 7 articles, 12, 10. So it's really well done. So it's easy to get started using it. Couple of other things, I like the previous email design. We can easily take it over to the new company. I like that feature a lot. And another thing which got me excited was I already asked the founders we'll be getting all the future updates on the plans according to them. So if you go and click on the request feature, you can see the most ask request feature, and you can see it's already in progress. So this currently there's no trigger to email opened, but not unless you are clicked on a link. So they're asking a report, their suggestions, all these things. So it's actively in development. Let me show you guys the roadmap as well. If I go over here, there's a Trello roadmap. I'll try to leave the link for this also. You can go over here and you can see. Let me get out of this. Okay, you can see currently in progress. They are doing that which I just discussed. Now there's also doing incoming webhooks. This is another cool feature which I liked. New templates to the gallery. And this one is another cool feature where landing page builder, where in order to get subscriber rather than just using embeddable forms, they are also building landing page integrator. I'm really excited to see how this will turn out. And there are a couple of other integration, so those things are shown. If you have any ideas also, you can recommend to them based on the number of votes they will prioritize and done. And also you can see all the things which I've already done. Those things roadmap I really liked. And another feature I really liked was the hidden field and advanced ReCaptcha, GDPR consent, those things which we can embed it into the subscriber form, which is really useful because we can do much more advanced targeting and customization, segmenting to our email list using those details. And finally, another thing I liked was the mini CRM, because they have given the contacts field. For example, if I go into the contact, they have done it in a really interactive way where you can use this contacts and filter them and basically use it as a CRM, guys, to get your understand your customer much better. You can even have custom fields, so we can do that, have a mini CRM also inside email marketing. And finally, just wanted to let you know that unsubscribed persons or bounced or duplicated contacts, all these things does not count towards the email list count maximum list. So just wanted information. Those are the immediate pros which I noticed, but I've been using it only for 2 days, I wanted to be honest, so I'm not sure on what other things are there, and I haven't tried the e-commerce stuff, so I'm not sure about the pros there. Okay, finally the cons. First thing I noticed was when I integrated this with a VerifyB, gives us automatically syncs the list to VerifyB, but there is no option where once the list is filtered and analyzed, it does not automatically remove bad emails. We have to copy paste each bad emails, come here and search and delete the bad emails, which it will be workable solution if you have a couple of 3 or 4 bad emails. But let's say, for example, if you have 50 or 20, 70 bad emails and you want to consistently come and search and remove it, it's not a workable solution. So that was the first con I noticed. Another thing is this automation, I couldn't find a way to easily duplicate it. So if there's some workaround which I haven't figured it out, please let me know, guys. So if I just want to do this, I can't easily duplicate this, so I couldn't find a solution for this. So that was another con. Another thing is you just need to understand, when you create a customization here, it does not immediately gives us an option whether do we want to create the necessary emails or the forms, or do we want to select an existing one. It immediately creates a one. For example, if I create an automated thank you email, as soon as I click create, it does not ask whether do I want to use an existing form or email list. It automatically creates one for you. So it looks kind of messy. You can see it automatically created. I would have preferred a way where when I click, it asks whether do you want to use something on existing one, or do you want to create a brand new. So that was thing. It will create an emails and forms according to the number of elements available in the automation. It will create it. So I didn't like that. And also currently there is no automatic DKIM support for emails. You need to contact the support in order to do it. So possibly they will integrate it, so we don't need to contact the supports and do it for ourselves. And also currently there is only AB subject testing only for subject lines. It's not currently included for the body of the email, so that is another con. Overall, this is not a matured, but it's a developing tool, so we can expect hopefully expect that these cons will be implemented, which will make this tool really good when it comes to email marketing. So far what I have seen, I'm really excited to see how it goes. For example, let me show you quick examples on what I was able to achieve with this email builder email marketing solution. First, just I wanted to show you, this is the email embedded form which we get with MailChimp. So you can see how it will look, all these things you can see. And if I go into the new embedded email subscribe widget which I've created using Automizy, you can see how nice it looks. I haven't used any premium or separate email or WordPress plugin. This is just I have copied the script and just pasted it here, and you can see how nice it really looks. All these things are automatically done. And also, this used to be my newsletter which I sent using MailChimp. You can see it shows the MailChimp tag here. This is the email. To be honest, I know this looks a lot of spammy, and I'm not that much experience on email marketing, so I'm slowly improving myself. So this is the email which I used around MailChimp. Even designing this in a MailChimp with HTML, it was really difficult job and everything. This is the email which I designed using MailChimp. Now you can see this is the mail I was able to design with Automizy. You can see I just sent this mail 9 hours ago. You can see how well it looks, really nice it looks. So I will be possibly improving this going forward. And you can see all the possible things you can do, and you can see the unsubscribe link and everything is done. This is test email, that's why it's not linking this unsubscribe. Otherwise, when a subscriber of your email list, he will automatically have the link, and they will be able to do it. And another cool thing is there is a manage preference where you don't need to make them remove from your list, but rather with some restriction they can keep on staying. So this is good for making the user stay. This is another email which I designed for welcoming new users into our mailing list. Another example, you can see how nice it looks. So basically, just 2 days of testing it, there was so much buzz going around. That's why I tested it out, and so far I'm liking what I'm seeing, and probably starting to get some more plans onto my couple of other websites like my internet marketing blog and everything. So I'll be definitely looking into it, and I'll be using for it SaaSPirate also. So if you guys have any questions or doubt, feel free to ask me, and there is also a limited amount available as considered for lifetime deals. Check it out on the link below. And once again, thank you so much guys, and I hope you guys have a great day. Cheers.